Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome to the channel. Today in Division 2 is Tuesday and we have our vendor resets. We are going to be going through that. And if you are new to this vendor reset, I do not go through every little stat like every other channel. I am going to show you the best things and we're going to go to the next one. If I don't cover it, it's because it's really not worth picking up. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. And if the video helped you out, smash that like button. We are a small channel, but we are growing bigger and bigger every day. All right, first thing we have Glory Days. Now this is the named P416 and the talent it comes with is perfect nearsighted. You get 100% stability at the cost of a huge chunk of range, 35% optimal range, and that is huge for an assault rifle, but you can still make it work. Although the talents aren't that great that it rolled with, we could always re-roll this rifle damage if you are insistent on picking it up. Now we are here at the clan vendor and we have the new name shotgun from season 3, the Mop, and this came with some mid-tier rolls with damage to armor, 9% shotgun damage, and it always comes with 10% armor and kill, and this is why it's so good, especially with close range. If you're running Hunter's Fury, it really pairs well. If you're in trouble, you can pull that out and get a little bit extra health and save you. Although the talent it came with, steady handed, is not very good for shotguns because we're never really going to hit 100 stacks with that. That's something you would want to see on an LMG. We have the Aces 8 knee pads. Now this is a max roll, so I will pick this up even if you're not interested in the gear set. If you need it for your recal library, it is going to be a good set. But if you are using it, just re-roll that weapon handling. You scored lucky if you love this gear set. We have True Patriots chest. This is making a comeback and it has a lot of variations in builds that we can play with. Although it's not meta, it's still a very fun build to play with, to make a little like DPS armor hybrid. It came with mid-tier armor and explosive resistance at 82%. We also have the Eclipse Protocol chest. Now this is a must-have if you're building any Eclipse Protocol build, just because of proliferation, increase indirect transmission range from 10 to 15 meters, and refresh the 50% to 75% dot damage duration. Now, other than that, we don't really have much. We have some 15% swap speed for your recal library, and I think we had another max roll somewhere down here, 10% status effects for your mask. So if you were looking for that, go ahead and pick that up. And we also have another 15% weapon damage max roll. And again, New York was a letdown, so we're just going to go ahead and skip it and head over to the campus. Now we're over here at the campus and we have the new reliable. It's the LMG named, and it comes with 13.9 LMG damage, 6% damage to target out of cover, and 5% damage to armor. Not a bad roll. You could always re-roll that damage to target out of cover for a higher damage to target out of cover roll. I know it's a lot to say, but it comes with 30% weapon handling, which is huge for an LMG. You are going to notice it so much more if you're playing on console. PC, not going to be so much of an issue. Now we're at the theater settlement and we have the firm handshake. This is the Sokolov named item, and it is a must if you want to run a red status effect build. If you're running ongoing directive, it works really good. If you're using Eclipse Protocol with an SMG setup, you can also make that work. What's great, it comes with 15% status effects. It's very huge, and if you do not have a really good piece of golden gear for your Eclipse Protocol build, you can make this work. Although you won't have that 5% status effects, you can re-roll that skill tier, and it's gonna be close enough until you get to the point where you can start min-maxing. Other than that, we don't have that much, and it looks like this week it's just not that great, but we will see when we get to the DZ vendors. Now we're at the DZ vendors at DZ East, and they have the Gila Guard named item, the Night Watcher. Now this has a mid-tier armor roll, and it comes with 100% scanner, pulse, haste. This is unique to only this item, and it came with 8.6 explosive resistance. Ideally, if you are going to be using this, you would ideally be using this in a PvP scenario, and you would want that to roll into something red, so we can roll that into a red build. But we did not get lucky. You are better off just going out into the DZ and farming this yourself. Now we also have a max roll on damage to armor for LMGs. That is a good one. Go pick it up. We have the striker mask, although it is a mid-tier roll and you can find much better out in the open world, or probably just even better by crafting something yourself. We have the Eclipse Protocol holster. Came with skill damage. We can always reroll that to status effects. It's always still good to go. If you have not built your Eclipse Protocol, get on that. It is so much fun. And that is pretty much it for DZ East. We are heading to DZ South now. All right, we're at DZ South and we have the Door Kickers Knock. This is the named Grupo Sombra, and it comes with mid-tier rolls, weapon handling, headshot damage. All in all, just I would skip on this, but if you're wondering what the talent come with, it is Perfect Spark. Damaging enemies with a skill increases total weapon damage by 15% for 20 seconds. You would use this for a hybrid build, but honestly, if you're going with a hybrid build, there are much better options out there. We also have the AUG. This is the SMG, comes with mid-tier rolls. You could always re-roll that SMG damage because Measured is not a bad talent. It goes much better with high RPM SMGs like the Vector. It can really do some work out in the DZ. Now we also have the FAMAS 2010. Too bad this is just another mid-tier roll. And then we're going to head down to the set backpacks. We have Tip of the Spear. This is mid-tier roll with 10.5% skill haste. And we also have the Ongoing Direct. Now this is another mid-tier roll, 11% weapon damage and 7.8% headshot damage. It's not necessary for this build to even make it work, and honestly, if you were going to go with an Ongoing Directive these days, it would be worth getting Ridgeway's Pride. It makes it so much more fluid. Other than that, we don't have much here. We have a max armor regen if you need that for the recal for your chest piece. Let's move on to the last vendor. Alright, so we don't have much bad at all, and we got a nice little surprise at the last vendor. We have Deathgrips. I'm actually kind of excited about this, and it's going to put me into the DZ this week. So this is cool because it is the only piece that comes with armor on kill. And if you were running like a Hunter's Fear, you might be able to make that work to get a little bit extra armor kill. Or if you're just running strictly armor kill PvP set, or might even work for PvE, you would have to let me know. But this role is not that great. Ideally, we would just keep the armor because we would want to use this in PvP and re-roll that to crit hit or crit hit damage. We also have some bad shotguns. We have this rifle, the 1886. I would just pick it up because it's got a near max roll for the recal library if you do not have a max roll. And we have Hunter's Fury's gloves. This came with max roll weapon damage. Such a good pick. Just pick that up and re-roll that to whatever stat you need. This is a really good pick for those people who are trying to min-max that new Hunter's Fury set. And we also have Eclipse Protocol knee pads, and it came with health, but we would just re-roll that to status effects for the build. And we have a 12% skill haste. So I'm actually going to come pick that up later as well, just for my recal library. It's nice to have. I've been missing out on that. Other than that, not too bad. This honestly made the week not that bad for the vendor resets. Come out and pick up the Deathgrips. If you do not have them, you can make these work for a lot of builds, especially those Hasbro builds with that extra armor on kill mixed in with that chicken dancing, those backfire builds. You might be able to make something work, guys. You guys have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.